If you've ever said, things were going perfectly, then she just pulled away, this video is for you. Because what makes this situation frustrating isn't rejection, it's confusion. When someone is never interested, you move on. When someone loses interest slowly, you adjust. But when attraction is high and then suddenly drops, your brain short-circuits. Here's the mistake most men make. They assume pulling away means something ended. In reality, pulling away usually means a dynamic changed. And dynamics follow rules. Attraction isn't random. Emotional connection isn't luck. And distance doesn't appear out of nowhere. There are specific psychological triggers that cause someone to lean back right after leaning in. This video isn't about blaming her. It's not about chasing tactics or manipulation. And it's definitely not about being alpha. This is about understanding how attraction actually works when momentum is high. Because when things are going well, people behave differently. Expectations increase. Emotional pressure increases. And small shifts suddenly have big effects. If you don't understand these shifts, you react emotionally. If you do understand them, you stay calm, grounded, and in control. By the end of this video, you'll know why pulling away often happens after success, why chasing always backfires in this moment, and how to respond in a way that restores balance, whether she comes back or not. Let's start with the first and most common cause. Part 1. Attraction collapses when the pace breaks. Attraction works best at the right speed. Too slow, and interest fades. Too fast, and tension disappears. When things start going well, many men unintentionally speed everything up. They text more often, respond faster, and invest emotionally before the connection has stabilized. It feels logical. After all, momentum feels good. But attraction isn't built on logic. It's built on emotional rhythm. When the rhythm breaks, attraction drops. Here's what happens. When she feels that everything is already decided emotionally, curiosity disappears. There's nothing left to wonder about. No emotional space to miss you. No contrast between connection and independence. This doesn't mean she dislikes you. It means the challenge dissolved too early. Most women don't consciously think, he's too available. What they feel instead is a subtle loss of excitement. They describe it as being overwhelmed, confused, or suddenly unsure. When this happens, pulling away becomes a natural reset. The biggest mistake men make here is trying to restore attraction with more effort. More texting, more reassurance, more explanations. That only confirms the imbalance. The correct response is not distance as punishment, but space as balance. Attraction recovers when emotional pressure is removed, not increased. Understanding this alone prevents 50% of unnecessary chasing and self-sabotage. Part 2. Emotional intensity too early creates pressure. Emotional connection is powerful, but timing determines whether it builds attraction or kills it. When things feel good early, conversations often become deep very fast. You share personal stories, past pain, fears, and future hopes. On the surface, this feels like bonding. But emotionally, it can create pressure before trust is fully built. Here's the key principle. Emotional depth should follow emotional safety, not replace it. When vulnerability arrives too early, she may feel responsible for your emotions before she's ready. That responsibility doesn't feel romantic. It feels heavy. This is why some women pull away after deep talks, late-night conversations, or intense emotional moments. They're not rejecting you. They're regulating themselves. Many men confuse emotional honesty with emotional dependence. They are not the same. Attraction grows when a man can express emotion without needing emotional support in return. If she senses that her presence stabilizes your emotional state, desire slowly shifts into obligation. Pulling away is her way of restoring emotional autonomy. The fix is not emotional coldness. It's emotional self-sufficiency. When depth grows at the right pace, attraction strengthens instead of collapsing. Part 3. When attraction triggers fear, not comfort. One of the most misunderstood reasons a woman pulls away is internal fear activating because attraction is working. When interest is low, there is no risk. When attraction grows, vulnerability becomes real. That's when the subconscious steps in. As things start feeling serious, her mind may associate closeness with past pain, loss of independence, or emotional overwhelm. This is especially common with people who have experienced heartbreak, betrayal, or unstable relationships before. The key point to understand is this: fear can coexist with attraction. She can like you and still feel the urge to pull back. This creates confusing behavior. One day she's engaged, warm, and open. The next, she's distant, slow to reply, or unsure. From the outside, it looks like loss of interest. Internally, it's self-protection. Most men misread this moment and respond with pressure. They ask for clarity, reassurance, or commitment. While that feels reasonable, it actually increases her anxiety. Pressure confirms her fear that things are moving too fast. The correct response is emotional steadiness. Not disappearing, not chasing, not demanding explanations. Calm consistency communicates safety. Safety reduces fear. Reduced fear allows attraction to stabilize. This is why men who stay grounded often see interest return without forcing it. They don't react to emotional fluctuations. They remain emotionally self-contained. Fear fades when it's not fed. Understanding this prevents unnecessary overreaction and allows attraction to resolve naturally, instead of collapsing under pressure. Part 4. Predictability removes tension and attraction. There is an important difference between being consistent and being predictable. Consistency builds trust. Predictability removes tension. When your behavior becomes completely predictable, attraction loses its edge. She knows you'll always respond immediately. She knows you'll always be available. She knows you'll always prioritize her schedule. At that point, polarity disappears. Attraction relies on contrast, closeness and space, presence and absence, interest and independence. When that contrast disappears, emotional energy flattens. This is not about playing games. It's about maintaining your own momentum. When a woman senses that your mood, focus, or confidence depends on her attention, attraction shifts into discomfort. She doesn't feel pulled toward you. She feels responsible for you. Pulling away restores balance for her. Many men respond by trying to become more consistent, more available, and more reassuring. That approach backfires because it deepens predictability. The correct move is not intentional distance, but natural recentering. You refocus on your work, routines, friendships, and personal goals. Your life continues moving forward regardless of her response speed. This reintroduces polarity without manipulation. Attraction grows when two complete lives intersect, not when one revolves around the other. When predictability fades, curiosity returns. And curiosity is the foundation of desire. Part 5. Undeclared competition and unmet expectations. Another reason women pull away after things are going well is simple but often ignored. Early dating is rarely exclusive. Unless exclusivity is discussed, most people are exploring options. When emotional momentum increases, comparison happens naturally. Another person may enter the picture and trigger stronger emotions, novelty, or excitement. This doesn't mean you failed. It means the situation wasn't defined. The mistake many men make is assuming commitment because energy feels high. But attraction and exclusivity are not the same thing. When another option becomes emotionally stronger, attention shifts. The pullback isn't personal, it's prioritization. Chasing in this moment is the worst response. It lowers perceived value and signals insecurity. Competing emotionally rarely works. The strongest position is self-respect. If effort becomes one-sided, you step back calmly. Not as punishment, not as strategy, but as alignment with reality. Mutual interest feels mutual. Anything else is imbalance. When you stop over-investing, one of two things happens. She re-engages, or she fades completely. Both outcomes give you clarity. Attraction cannot be negotiated. It must be reciprocated. Understanding this allows you to detach from outcomes without bitterness and move forward with confidence instead of confusion. Closing, what matters most? When someone pulls away after things were going well, your response reveals your level of self-respect. Chasing comes from fear. Stability comes from understanding. Your job is not to convince anyone to stay. Your job is to remain grounded, centered, and emotionally whole. When you do that, outcomes take care of themselves. Sometimes she returns. Sometimes she doesn't. Either way, you win. Because attraction follows strength, not effort. And the man who understands this never panics when silence appears. This is Stickman Influence. See you in the next video.